Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm truly delighted to be here today to present Symetri and its cutting-edge industry solutions. It's truly an exciting time for us, and I can't wait to share our innovations with all of you. I'd like to extend a gratitude to Ralph and his team for organising this fantastic event. The lineup of the industry speakers promises to be both insightful and inspiring, and we're honoured to be part of it. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of Symetri and explore the future of industry solutions. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to focus on industry trends and how Symetri can assist on addressing them. One of these being sustainability, and we'll focus on this later on in the presentation. So I'll just give a brief overview of myself and my background. I'm the AEC Division Manager within Symetri. I have over 20 years experience from working within structural engineering discipline, focusing through into main contractor, and now moving on to Symetri as an Autodesk reseller. I have industry knowledge, so we tweak our solutions to meet customer needs so that they're set up for what's coming. I also head up the AEC team within Symetri Ireland. We have a lead specialised team who focus on the Autodesk Construction Cloud and other offerings such as Symetri, Bluebeam and the likes. We're also part of a global team of experts within Symetri, so we meet up on ongoing basis, streamlining processes and stuff for customers. And even today at the event we were asked, who are Symetri and what do we do? So let this short clip explain who we are.
Everything is part of a symbiotic mathematical structure. Even the things we can't see are a complex composition of information and codependent interrelations. To utilize it and develop, we need to observe, understand, and optimize, but also respect the planet, to whom we owe it all. Construction and manufacturing have never been more efficient. However, there is still a few miles to a greener finish line. Businesses everywhere are exploring new ways to optimize and decarbonize their workflows. At Symetri, we identify where our technologies can make a difference to your exact line of business. We want you to design smarter, produce smarter, grow smarter, and work smarter to build a better world. Technology is crucial. People are just as important. Symetri's international network of experts collaborates across borders to ensure you have access to the competencies you need when you need it. Whether it's advisory services, software, support, or implementation of new technologies and work practices, Symetri enables you to accelerate your digital transformation. Leave your mark on the world, but not your carbon footprint. Work smarter with Symetri.
So Symetri, we continuously expand leading edge solutions and services to markets. We have over 1,000 employees spread across 7 countries within 33 offices. All of our subscribers are 400,000 users daily, and we have now up to 23 acquisitions under the Symetri brand. We have, one of our objectives within Symetri is we challenge people to work smarter for a better future. And we feel ourselves that sustainability is a prominent one within that. We also choose 4 key focus areas to ensure that we advise our customers with the right solutions. These are broken into leading edge technology, knowledge expertise, work smarter, and a trusted partner. Our leading edge technology is where we focus our Naviate brand and other brands such as CQ and Sevilla. We also have a knowledge and expertise with over our 1,000 experts who are ex-industry like myself, and our main ethos is we want to work smarter, and by working smarter we relay that back to our customers, and that will instill them as a trusted partner. We are also Autodesk's an Autodesk Platinum reseller, and we are the #1 Autodesk global solution provider within Autodesk. So let's move into the industry trends. Let's find out what the current state of our economy is. We are now recovering well from the pandemic, compared to other countries. Some companies expect revenues to increase within 23 and 24, and some expect 10% expect them to decrease. That's a nice figure that's relayed across. We can see that some companies are actively recruiting to meet these demands, and some companies have over 100 employees. But there is a challenge in this, which is inflation. And what's happening there is it's diverting people away from the construction industry. And what we'll do here is examine the macro trends of this. One of these macro trends is skill shortages. Companies are struggling to recruit at the minute. There's a serious lack of a skilled labour force. Also, they're finding it hard to get the correct people to do the right roles. And some construction companies are finding it less attractive than other industries. And up until recently, they're saying that construction industry is the career of last choice. And how do we combat this? Symetri can offer project resources and training programs. We're also partnering up with Autodesk at the World Skills in Dublin. That's happening on the 20th and 22nd of September. So that's something that we are really we're passionate about. Sorry, is that going through here? Yeah. Another thing is government policy. We've policies that are being relayed out to the construction sector, like Housing for All, the National Retrofit Plan, and construction companies are finding that challenging too as well. And with that, the industry needs a bigger workforce to meet these targets. And as I've shown before, we've a serious lack on a skills shortage. We also see that to meet these plans and challenges, we need to have more traditional skills like surveyors, engineers, and the likes of BIM leaders and so on. Another thing that we have to combat is the climate action plan, where by 2050, we need to have a reduction on buildings in particular of emissions by between 44 and 56%. Another thing that's been prominent, and these buzzwords that are being thrown across the industry we're all familiar with BIM. Now we're seeing these buzzwords like life cycle analysis, embodied carbon, green retrofit, net zero. And we can see these are very prominent within our tenders that we have to price for on projects. So this is something that we need to combat. So how do we combat these challenges? How can Symetri assist to combat these challenges? What we need to do is take advantage of cloud technology. And we need to do that along with other solutions like Symetri OwnTech, and start partnering up with other professionals within the industry. One of these is Autodesk Construction Cloud. I don't know if you're familiar with the Autodesk Construction Cloud, but it's a single source of truth that takes into account every industry discipline, from the engineer, architect, owner, facilities manager, all feeding into the one location. It's built to have proper return on investments, so you know that you're investing in the right solution, and it has the option to integrate AI and machine learning into it. So these can all be connected with company processes, and you can get insights and analytics for other projects and see how your projects are progressing. Moving on to OwnTech. So we developed solutions to combat these trends. Within Symetri, we have these three key areas, which is Navigate, Sevilla, and CQ. Navigate, which was presented by Maria yesterday, is a solution to increase efficiencies for all disciplines within the AEC. And that's all through the likes of automations. Sevilla is more for processes and the likes of the manufacturing and, sorry, it's the notes here. it's for integrate with various value chains over a product lifecycle, whereas CQ allows you to optimize your licensing and reduce costs. So it's all about working smarter. So it's crucial that we consider an environmental impact on our designs. At Symetri, we are committed through advice and guidance to assist customers we serve to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050. This solution is Navigate Zero. Navigate Zero allows you to make smart, sustainable material selections easier directly within your Revit models. It supports the early stages of building life cycle assessment, which is LCA. It's a terminology that you're probably prominent with as well. It covers the raw material transport and manufacturing in the production phase, which is our A1 to A3. Zero can calculate embodied carbon in the material selection in a project and what the CO2 emission will be on a building with the selected materials. Zero does not cover the rest of the construction cycle, but that is taken into account when we support one-click LCA export to further LCA analysis. Also to note, Navigate is soon to be released to the industry, so if you go onto symetri.com, you have the ability to register for pre-release. So what I'm showing you here is just a quick overview of Navigate Zero. So what it is, it's a solution that works within the Revit environment. It's tailored for multiple disciplines, and all it is there's a ribbon that sits on top of Revit. You have the ability to select your region, what units you want to be working with, and if it's a new or an existing model. It also, if you look on the left-hand side, you can see that it's broken into category of your model. So what we're looking at here is exterior walls, interior walls, windows. This can be moved into your Mech and Elect model where you can select your ductwork, your piping, and so on. So let's see what other capabilities it has. You also have the ability to filter your elements as well. So with the use of the Navigate Accelerate plugins, you have to do filter by selection and also do a live selection. This can be further filtered by category, group, and other types. You can also filter by elements within your model that have EPDs associated to them. You also have the ability to group these by material. So we grouped them previously by category. They can also be grouped by material. So if you want to apply an EPD, which is the Environmental Product Declaration Certificate, to your materials, you can quickly filter that way. It also has the ability of multiple materials. An example of this would be a window. You have the ability to split your window into your frame, your glazing, and your finish. And by selecting those, you have it prepared for on the right-hand side, which is your EPD repository. So what we do is we have an EPD repository that you have access to within your organization. These EPDs can be filtered. They can be filtered by type, by CO2 value, and also by units. You also have the ability to compare these EPDs. So I've had an example there from someone where they might think that their window had come from glass from Spain, but when it arrived, it had come from Turkey. So that meant that the EPD would have been a higher value based on the transport. So with this, you can compare different EPDs that reside within your repository, and then you just quickly apply these to your materials or categories that are within your Revit model. Once that is applied, you can have, it's applying it to your Revit model and category. Having done that, you have the ability to visualize these materials. They can be filtered by your category and your material. And this is what you can present at the design stage to your client, or have this as an added value to compete against your competitors. Now we need to see how we can take this further. Because this is only for the design aspect of the industry, you can have to move it into the construction. And with this, Symetri have agreed and kind of embarked on a partnership. And why do we kind of see that? Because this is the only planet we have. We must act now to ensure our planet is livable for future generations. Our choices shape tomorrow's world, so let's choose wisely for a sustainable future. All of us as technology leaders, we have the power to shape the future for the better through integrating sustainability into all aspects of our business. Symetri investigated global assessment solutions, and we are now exclusive partnerships with One Click LCA, which allows us to combine our carbon assessment and reduction expertise to combine LCA's carbon assessment and reduction expertise with our sustainability and decarbonisation knowledge, enabling us to provide comprehensive solutions to help our clients achieve their sustainability goals and stay ahead of the curve in the fight against climate change. And collectively, we ensure people work smarter and more sustainably. It was a pleasure to present to you, and if anyone wants to discuss anything that was presented here, we'll happily discuss it at the stand. Thank you. Thanks again.